What? He said he was going to go live at 7. Folio actually live at 7. Well, what happened at that 3 o'clock video though? I'm gonna explain. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into a whole bunch, a whole lot. I love beautiful Northern California, man. We have a lot to talk about. I've never been one to say this, but let's give it a minute. Wait for the point of view. I didn't pronounce my own crew right. The point of view crew to get up in the mix. Looks like there they are. There they are. Woo, 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 woo. Dang, coming through. So, man, what is my problem? I think I should just be kept all the way away from community tab. I think someone should have to do my community tabs for me.
That would be me.
That'd be her. Because I messed up again. I threw it out there, video at 3, live at 7. I should have never done that. Dumb. Because it'd be foolish to release a video at 3, 4, 5 o'clock at night and then live a couple hours later. The video is done though. And there's trip on this. You want to know what the video is called? It's called 3 different stickings I did in the prison. I did in the pen, county jail included. And I remember when I got the last one because I felt like I completed the trifecta, which I'll talk more about in the video. But dude, I did a sticking in county jail. I did a sticking in Wasco reception, and I did a sticking on mainline. The trifecta, homie. It felt like I was playing tackle football as a kid. I got 1 interception, 1 touchdown, 1 sack. I blocked a punt. No, I wasn't the best player, but dude, I did like a little bit of everything. Know what I mean? Know what I'm talking about? People didn't like when I did the leg thing. Called it zesty. I'll accept that. I'll accept this as being zesty. What's this called though? What you mean? What do you mean? Okay, so video is done. 3 stickings in prison. I release it tomorrow morning. When I was in Bakersfield, the last couple of videos I uploaded, dude, they uploaded like that very, very quickly, within a half hour. Sometimes YouTube polishes up their game. Dude, they made it very easy. I come up here up north. I try to upload it a little after 3:30. Dude, around 5, it still wasn't uploaded. An hour and a half later. I don't know if it's because I was using data instead of Wi-Fi, but I just canceled the upload. I ain't going to do it. That's bad business, homie. I can't release a video at 5 p.m. and go live at 7. Algorithm will take that, chew it up, and spit it out. But I know you guys are going to love the video. 3 stickings I did in the pen. The thing about that, though, I've had this video I did laying around for a long time, but it's hard for me, difficult. Nothing's hard. I got to really reteach myself better adjectives, verbs, and nouns. I don't want to come on and say anything's hard. Nothing's hard, homeboy. But a difficult to come on and talk about assaults I've done, stickies I've done, me being the aggressor. I'd rather come on and talk about how I got mollywopped. I have no problem coming on here and being like, dude, I got knocked out by a one-armed man, by a one-legged individual. He hopped up and he hit me with his cane. Bro, dick in the dirt, homie. That's easy. I don't mind. I've lost many fights. I got knocked out hella times. I got no problem saying that. But I do have a problem coming on like, I got this guy, then I got that guy. But you know what? It's going to be a good video. You guys are going to dig the content. It has everything. It has action. It has politics. Whole kit and caboodle. So, dude, other than that, though, Splinter, what happened? Where you been? What's going on? Okay, let me just say this without, I don't really want to say too much right now. I'd rather say it's greater later. Some things just are going to be greater later. But I messed up, guys. I stepped out of line a little tiny bit. I did something unsavory, probably a couple times out of my character. And I could blame some things and people probably. But I guess I should set the responsibility upon myself. But the fact remains, I messed up, bro. But I got a hold of the situation, enrolled myself in outpatient counseling 3 times a week. I didn't tell you guys that, huh? I've been going to outpatient counseling, group counseling every damn day, trying to get myself in this program. So now finally, I am going into a program Monday morning at 9 o'clock. Your boy's going to be up at inpatient program, dog. Okay, now look, it's a 90-day program, 30-day increments. I guess after the first 30 days, they evaluate, see if you can go the next 30. I'm believing I'm going to do the whole 90. And you know what's cool is they're not going to take my phone from me. So I don't see why I just couldn't go live and just make videos right and left. And let me tell you this, bro. In anticipation of going to this home, I did something I never thought I would do, quit smoking weed. And I've been having crazy dreams because if you burn a lot of that Bob Marley, you don't dream. Who here smokes a gang of weed and has realized I am not dreaming? I don't have no damn dreams. But ever since I quit, dude, I have been dreaming, and it's crazy. And I mean, I was a hardcore pot addict. I was going to get my Class A license. I went to school to be a truck driver, which is stupid, miserable, dumb because I hate driving and I have panic attacks, anxiety. Can you picture me in an 18-wheeler? Oh, forget it. Having to back up. Forget about it. I'd probably just get out the cab and call somebody and say, come back to sing up for me. Dude, I don't want to be no truck driver, but Class A sounds cool. But when I signed up for the Class A class, they had to drug test me, but I had weed in my system. You're supposed to test before you start the class, but I put them off. It's like an 8-week class, and it's like week 6, I still hadn't drug tested me because I'm still smoking that weed, brother. But dude, I quit the weed on my methadone, but methadone is not drug use. I'll die on that hill. It's not. It's a prescription. There's no euphoria. I mean, you can't take it and get a DUI. I mean, I don't take it and feel a little bit of high. Oh, that sounded like a song right there.
Oh my gosh.
You can't get a DUI. I don't feel a bit high. Oh, yeah. What we talking about, man? Dude, it ain't happening, dog. You're not going to get no euphoria. So I die on the hill. I will say methadone is not drugs. Where are you at? It's like a medication, like a diabetic, homie. You have a high cholesterol. You have high blood pressure. Wake up, pop your pill. And you know what else they said? Because Green Eye Jim and I just went to a big seminar on it. And trip out what they said. They said people who are on 90 to 120 methadone don't use drugs. They'll stick with their methadone. Methadone takes care of the cravings. People who are on like 40, 50 or low, or people who taper all the way off are, bro, in danger of using drugs. And I don't want to throw nobody out there, but let me talk about my cousin Scrappy. Bless his heart. I love him. I don't think he'd mind being used as an example. He is a badass because that fool tapered all the way off methadone. He went from 90 to nothing, bro. Taper, got down to like 8 milligrams, jumped off, threw the shit away, off of it. But then within a year, he started doing hardcore illicit drugs, man. Why? I guarantee if he was on the methadone, he wouldn't have, bro. So I guarantee, dude, I think methadone will keep you sober. Methadone will keep you sane. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. So yes, I am going into a program on Monday. I'm up here in Sacramento, moved out of Sue's house. Bro, me and Sue just bump heads. Let me show you. Should I show him the shoe?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Really show him the shoe?
Yeah.
Should I? I don't know. You really think I should?
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, me and Sue bump heads, dog. There's two sides to every story, so I'm not going to sit here and slam Sue and say all the bad things she's done and this and that.
I will.
She's on board. But I can honestly say I never really started no fights. I don't want to fight with her. Hell to the no, dog. She's the one who gets all grumpy and cranky. But look what she did to my shoe. Both shoes. I put these shoes on the other day. I hardly never wear them. I mean, you can tell it still says the cons inside. They're nice. Look at that. I've had these for a couple years. I hardly never wear them. I put them on the other day, and I felt like I had a rock in my shoe. Oh, damn, stepping on a rock. So I take my foot out, and it's a damn little dried up dog turd that she put in my shoe. So then I'm like, I'll wear these. Again, had them for a couple of years, hardly never wear them. Look at the cons ain't wore away. The little back thing's still there. It's all hella solid. Dude, she put in my shoe dog shit. Look at this. Look at that, bro.
Pew.
You can't smell it. She has the best smelling ever. I cannot smell it. I smell
oh my God,
new
bro.
shoe.
Don't do that.
I'm not judging it by smell. I'm using my eyeballs to tell me what the heck went on here. Her, on the other hand, dude, she has great vision, hearing. Dude, she lives near an Air Force base, and they wake up doing the taps, burn, called, what is it, whatever, called arms or whatever. Wake
Reveille.
up. reveille, taps thing, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Some musical, some Air Force music, whatever the case may be. She hears it loud and clear. I can't hear anything. I'm like, huh? She took me to methadone clinic the other day. Someone, it was at 5 a.m, was blasting their stereo. And she's not complaining, but she's like, man, who blasts their stereo at 5 a.m.? I'm like, I don't hear no stereo. I'm deaf as a mofo, bro. I read lips. I'm deaf. She's talking about I need a hearing aid. How am I going to pull that off? Maybe if I got ones that had like graffiti on it or something. Wow, what are all those comments? Those are kind of crazy. But look at this.
Oh, they're deleted.
Dookie in my straight up shoe, bro. That's how Sue did me. And you know what else she did? Let me just show you. Hold on real quick. Green Eye Gemini, feel free to scoot over and say hi if you want. Like, I don't know if I'll hold her.
Clean the shoes prison style. I don't know what that is.
So, what happened was, this is my hoodie. Look at this, white trash, bro. I'll wear it all day long. She took my hoodies and she pulled all the strings out of them. Look at that. I mean, sure, I can go to Google, buy a little $15 kit, redo the string, but it's not just this hoodie. All my hoodies, bro. A saboteur. How can you live somewhere when you're getting your shit sabotaged? Dookie in the shoe, no freaking string. And the way I wear my hoodies, I put them on and I pull that string tight. And I don't like this part to hang like a set of nuts, dog. I like to be up, tight like this around my neck. I feel like it makes all my big muscles pop out more. Psych. What big muscles? What are you talking about? The beach is this way.
Oh my
Carry
gosh.
your ice chest like this. Dude, the point is, no strings in my hoodies. Straight out of line. So, man, I packed up. Beat feet. I got ghost. Moved up here, Solano County, just for the time being. Going to the program Monday, dog. And they're not going to take my phone from me. They're letting me have 7 pants, 7 t-shirts, 4 shoes. I was kind of tripping because 7 pants. How about shorts? That they had like 4 pants and 3 shorts. I'm trying to do 7 shorts, 7 pants. How about long sleeve shirt? How about a hoodie? How about a dress shirt? One for church. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we talking about? I need a grip of clothes, man. I need a grip of damn clothes. I've really been tempted
Oh my gosh.
to pick up a vape habit. One of these days. But mine won't be pink. You'll never catch me rocking like a pink, especially with a teal green tank top. I'm not rubbing my nipples. I was just like, I was showing you like this shirt. I would not wear a teal green tank top and, oh, there you go. From my nipple itches. Nice. And also,
Oh,
my leg right here. Bro, I'm not rocking a pink vape. But no vapes. I said you can smoke cigarettes. Never in a million years would I pay $10, $11 for a pack of smokes. So, did the video. 3 stickings, bro. And 1 from county jail, 1 from law school reception, 1 from mainline. Easy, bro, to get away with a sticking on mainline. Easy. You got the yard, got 1,000 people there. Law school reception, a little bit tougher. A little bit tougher in law school reception. I'll tell a story in a minute. County jail, damn near impossible. Though I've seen a couple, the people didn't get caught. Hang on. I'm backwards. Talking too fast. Let me slow down. Easy to get away with in mainline. Difficult in law school reception. County jail, they only care about getting the weapon back. They don't really care about the guy who did it. They will come in and tear the place apart, check knuckles. How stupid is that? Someone has a couple of pokes in them. They go running out the door like, ow, ow. They always rip their shirt off. Like, oh, look, shoot. And then they come in. All right, everybody stand by the door. Oh, checking knuckles. Why would you check knuckles? But okay, here's my knuckles. Good as can be. So we got that video, man. And honestly, I have more stickings from the street than I do in institutional because it's very easy to get away with it on the street. And not to brag or boast, because it's nothing to brag or boast about, but I used to be what they call stab happy. I used to be my get down. I used to be all about it. I would look like for every opportunity. I remember one time this dude, I was fighting my homeboy. Him and I were fighting. And his cousin was standing next to him, and his cousin cheap shot at me from the side, knocked me on my ass. I jumped up because I thought my homeboy did it. I didn't. His cousin was so fast. I mean, I'm fighting this guy. I had no idea he hit me from the side. I just assumed this dude did it. And the dude I was fighting ain't all that tough. So I shook his hand. I said, dude, you got a good punch. I didn't know you had that in you. And we kept fighting. I ended up getting him down, hemming him up. But some people who watched it later said, hey, why'd you shake that dude's hand? I said, because he knocked me. He had a hell of a punch. I respect it. No, he didn't knock you. The dude standing next to him did. I said, oh, damn. His cousin cheap shot me from the side. So I knew he was talking to this girl named Melissa. I would hang out at her pad, and I'd say, call him over. I was trying to set him up. I was trying to get him. I say, call that fool. Tell him you want to kick it with them. Tell him you got all these, a cornucopia of drugs. You want to party. You want his presents. But he smelt the fish. He smelt a stinky ass something. He didn't come through. He knew it was off. And so I chased that dude around for years and couldn't find him. Then he just shows up at a pad one time I'm at. And I'm in the back bedroom. He comes in the living room. He hears my voice. Someone comes to me and says, hey, this dude showed up. But as soon as he figured out you were here, he started getting real nervous. And I went out, saw who it was. And I was like, oh, you outside right now, me and you, bro. And we started chunking him, and I pulled out my blade. And I was like, oh, and he's like, his eyes got this big. And I threw it on the ground. I said, dude, my bad. I apologize. I don't even know why I did that. Just because a habit, stab happy. Back in the day, I'm a much different person now, thanks to Jesus Christ. I don't know how many of you guys know, but dude, I'm a Christian. I'm filled with the Holy Spirit, and that's why I'm going into the program. That's why, although I did mess up, it didn't last long. I snapped out of it because, bro, I'm a child of God, man. I got no business in the muck and the mire. I don't want to return to my vomit like a dog. The Bible even says. It says I'll return to their vomit like a dog. Not me, homeboy. Charlie Holmes. So, brother, I know that I'm built for bigger and better things. I even think God wants to use me. And I love to talk about the Lord. If you guys ever want to talk about him. Let me just say this real quick. I didn't plan on talking about it. Maybe you guys are believers, maybe not. But Jesus doesn't have long hair. Did you like how I broke that down yesterday?
Yes.
Jesus does not have long hair. The Bible says it's a sin for men to have long hair. A man should wear man's clothes, a woman wear woman's clothes. A guy should not have long hair. So why would Jesus, who basically wrote the Bible, I mean, he did. We can talk about that later if you want. Have long hair. He didn't. The reason why they say Jesus has long hair because Jesus of Nazareth, but they got it confused with Nazarite. There's something called a Nazarite vow. You guys remember that dude Samson from the Old Testament who got tricked up by Delilah, straight up hoe? Samson had long hair, didn't he? He wouldn't cut his hair. That was like the secret to his strength. Delilah tricked him. He cut his hair. The reason why he didn't cut his hair is he took the Nazarite vow. They don't drink. They don't cut their hair. Well, they say, here, Jesus of Nazareth? Oh, you mean Jesus the Nazarite? They confused Nazareth with Nazarite, bro.
Shit.
And they put Jesus and long hair, made him white, blonde hair, and blue eyes, which he's not. He's Arab. But that's a whole different story, man. And quiet as it's kept, I bet you have no idea. I know the Bible like the back of my hand. Dude, I was deep into the word, deep into church, 5-6 years straight, and I actually got kicked out of a church. Just like I got kicked out of 2 different methadone clinics. I got kicked out of Chevron. Dude, I need to discuss my anger issues. I got to work on myself, bro. I got kicked out of Chevron. Who gets kicked out of Chevron?
Right.
The reason why I got kicked out of Chevron is because I went to get a refill on a soda and she charged me like $2. I was like, I thought it was 85 cents. I came here a week ago, paid 85 cents, and I start arguing with her about it, and it turned to a thing. And then she's like, I'm the manager. And I was like, no, you're not. I said, someone else is the manager. I thought this girl named Christine was the manager or something. Oh, you're not the manager. Yes, I am. And you can't come here no more. Dude, they kicked me out of the methadone clinic because I didn't want to get into it, but 2 of them. Thankful that I can get into a 3rd. They told me to slow my roll, which my roll is slowed way down. But dude, I think I have bottled up anger. I think it's weird to say you have childhood trauma and things dealing with you from your childhood when you're 40-something years old. I'm going to be 40 next month. Right? Almost 40 years old or something like that. I don't know. You know how old I am now. You tell me. But dude, I got to chillax, brother. I got to work on myself. I don't want to have anger issues. I want to be full of peace and grace. Just like the other day, I was talking to someone on the phone. Because my bank, bro, I don't want to have, what's it called? I don't want to have overdraft protection at the bank. Pisses me off, dude. Nothing pisses me off worse than overdraft protection. If I got $0 in my bank account and someone comes, because I owe for fixing the car, finance, or some bill, they come try to attach me. They try to get $70, $80, $100 from me, and I don't have it, but my bank gives it away. So now I'm a negative 100. That pisses me off, dude. I think if someone comes to get paid, a debtor, and I'm at zero balance, my bank should just not pay him. Say he's broke. He doesn't have it. We can't pay you. Not say, okay, we'll pay you and put this full $100 in the hole. And then the next day I get a $30 donation, $20 donation, or I get a couple bucks. And no, I have $0 because I'm $100 in the hole. So I called the bank and I was kind of going off a little bit. Like, hey, man, I don't want this overdraft protection bullshit. I already called you guys once and told you I don't want it. You don't get to pick what bill I paid. And I was going off and the lady was so nice. You're right, sir. We apologize, sir. And I was like, wait, I got to slow down. I said, you know what? I said, it's not your fault. You're not the one who did it. I should be giving you grace right now. I should be coming at you in a peaceful manner. Just voicing my concern, quiet tones, hushed. Excuse me. I don't want overdraft protection, please. Thank you. Much love. Not, overdraft protection, motherfucker. So, bro, I got a lot to learn, man. I got a lot to learn. And it doesn't, I know how I got there. Because I had a tore up childhood. I was kidnapped and molested, man. It gave me PTSD. It messed me up. But just like I was telling her, when they were picking people, when I was at Soledad State Prison, and they start picking people to go to Arizona. None of us wanted to go to Arizona. They just opened it up. We didn't even know what they were talking about. Arizona? I'm at Soledad State Prison. What are you talking about? We thought we were going to go to Arizona and go to a prison in Arizona with Arizona inmates, Arizona cops. We thought we were going to an Arizona pen. We didn't know it was a California pen in Arizona with California cops, California rules. We didn't know none of that. We didn't know anything. But none of us wanted to go. So the only way you could not have to go to Arizona is to take psych meds. So all of us start signing up for psych meds. All of us try to see the psych doctor. And they're knowing that they know chicken shit from chicken salad, bro. They're knowing that they're trying to work the system. We don't want to go to Arizona if we're trying to sign up for psych meds. And so when I talked to the lady, she's like, what do you need psych meds for? And I was like, well, horrible childhood, PTSD, molested when I was a kid, kidnapped, which I was going to make a video. I was going to go to the apartments where it happened at. I still might. Talked about it before. But it messed me up, bro, as a child. It doesn't mess me up as a grown man. And the psych doctor's like, it doesn't bother you now. She goes, look at you. You look like the type of dude that would kill a child molester. You probably killed 2 on the way here. So don't come to my office, act like you're scared of them, act like you're bothered because that happened to you 30-something years ago. You should be over it. You should be over it. You shouldn't be tripping. And she's right. I am over it. It does no longer bother me. But it bothered me when I was a kid, and it did turn into anger issue. Unresolved things will cause you to not have peace. And if you don't have peace, you have anger. So I just need to resolve some things. You know what's crazy about that whole thing, man? My mom died last July, and she told me the craziest thing. And I think she's just trying to get it off her chest. It just came at me straight sideways. I couldn't believe she said it. When she said it, I was speechless. And it was just like, it blew my mind. Because what happened was my mom lived in apartments, and the apartments had a playground. And I was 5 years old. My mom let me leave our apartment and go to the playground by myself. And that's when this sick motherfucker snatched me up. So I just thought it was a coincidence. Dude was walking by. I didn't really know. But before my mom passed away, she said, I seen that guy hanging out at the park for 3 or 4 days. My mom said, I seen that dude. He's been hanging around the park for like 3 days. And I'm like, boom. I'm like, what? Then why'd you let me go there? Why in the hell? Here, let me blink for you guys. People have been complaining I don't blink enough. You know what it is? I just have some beady ass eyes. We'll touch on that. Why would you let me go there then? And I just was speechless. Of course, not mad at her. Don't blame my mom. She's just as upset and sad as anybody. And it's crazy because if you hear Lil Wayne, the rapper, well, what a pivot, huh? If you hear Lil Wayne, the rapper, he'll tell you he's no way he could hate white people because he was shot when he was 14 years old. He was laying on the ground and a white cop came in and saved him. When black people were stepping over him, no one was helping him. Who helped him? Who saved his life was a white dude. He's like, how can I? Now, when I came out of that bathroom running from that creeper who just did things to me that we can't even discuss right here, And then the creeper come running out of the bathroom. They were looking for me. Chris, where are you? And I come running out of this bathroom. And then that dude comes walking out. This black guy who's a football player at BC College who lived near us, knew something was up and rushed that dude. Boom, cracked him, beat his ass, hemmed him up. Bro, how can I ever be? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
That's why I didn't want to do the thing earlier with the video. She was like, oh my gosh, So, dude, I can't.
Sorry.
I'm not a racist person, bro. Never have been, never will be. I mean, I'm down for the wood pile. How come you're saying, how are we doing that for? I said, I'm not racist. You're like,
oh, no, I was laughing at what happened.
Okay. That's bad timing. I'm not racist. Bro, I'm down for the wood pile. I adhere to California politics full blast. But just to say, I just hate black people based on, it's not my cup of tea, bro. Never has been, never will be. That's why I was a little crazy, because underneath this diamond, I used to have a swastika tattoo right there on my face. Because it's the symbol for the white boy. If you go to prison and some Southsider takes his shirt off and he has 13, you know instantly he's a Southsider. If he didn't have that 13, you wouldn't know. You'd say, is he a Pisces? Is he a Southsider? Is he a North Daniel? Is he around Wood? What's up with this guy? If you see a Hispanic guy in prison take off his shirt and he has a 14, you say to yourself, now that's a North Daniel, homeboy. I say North Daniel. That's a North Daniel, brother. I could tell by the 14. I mean, if I didn't see that 14, I might think Southside or Pisces, whatever. When you see a white boy take off his shirt and you see a swastika, it doesn't mean he hates Jews. It means he's a white boy. That he got adopted a long time ago as a symbol for a white dude. It has nothing to do with Hitler. I mean, some skinheads will do this and that, but I'm going off on a tangent, brother. But what I'm trying to say is, before I got that thing on my face, there was a black dude who lived next to me in pretrial. And we would talk, chop it up all the time. I thought he was a cool dude, bro. I would sit and talk to him. We would joke around. But then I came out in the morning with that thing and he was like, whoa. He's like, what's up with that? He's like, I can't believe you would do that. I said, don't take it personal. It has nothing to do with you. And not only that, you don't know how many times I got in trouble in prison for listening to rap. I love rap, bro. I got into rap in 2004 when I got my first big system in my truck with 12s and amps and 8x10s and all the good stereo system, dog, that was bumping. You don't want to have Metallica. That don't sound good through some 12s. You want to sound boom, boom, boom. Rap music, bro. Sounds good through a system. So that's when I got into rap, and I like it. I like all kinds of music. Plus, my cousin Scrap Diego is a rapper. My homie Funk One, Funky Brewster, we call him, JT. I got a lot of friends that are rappers. I know this half black, half white dude is a rapper. He says he's half a wood with half a deck and half an ounce of bomb Buddha. Where you at? Half black and half white, saying I'm half a wood with half a deck, half an ounce of bomb Buddha. Love that dude. His name's Brother Mine. So it's not to be taken personal. It's not to be taken personal at all. But yeah, that black dude tripped on me. Oh, I'm talking about rap. Sorry, I almost lost my train of thought. Never that. So, dude, and when you're in prison and you're in a 200-man dorm, especially Wasco reception, where we don't have Walkmans, we don't have nothing, people are bored, you're going to see 5 or 6 black dudes sitting around rapping. And they're always going to have something in their hand. They'll be making this kind of beat with the comb, and they'll be working it, and they'll be rapping. And Splint Dizzle's right there, like, getting as close as I can. I'll be like, yeah. And the Woods would look at me. I'll be like, oh. Bro, I like listening to rap. One time, this skinhead, when I was at New Delano, Kern Valley, loaned me his Walkman. And I'm walking in the yard with his Walkman on, listening to rap. And then we had a white meeting. Woodpile meeting, white meeting. 30 of us whites were standing around having a meeting. I gave the dude his headphones back. He turned them on. He's like, thank you, Splinter. In front of 30 white dudes. I'm like, what for? Now I know where the rap station's at. I had no idea. Thank you for letting me know. Dude, I was embarrassed. I turned 3 shades of red. He put me on blast. It was awkward. But who gives a fizz up, homie? I like rap. I get along with whoever. You know who I don't like is lames. I don't like anybody with some hoe in them. That's who I don't like. I don't like bitches. I don't like people like this dude who left me a comment today. Trip on this. Did you see my community tab where I posted I moved all my stuff? That's all my stuff in the back of Green Eye Gemini's car. Took it all out of there. I'm out of Sue's. And someone left me a comment and he said, real men don't, but should be He used don't instead of doesn't. I don't know exactly what he said, but real men don't take things with them when they move out. They realize that everything can be replaced. Dude, are you insinuating, you J-Cat, that I should just walk out of Sue's house with the clothes on my back? I shouldn't take my own personal clothes? I should leave all my men's clothing for Sue? How about my guitar and amp that were gifts? What about my laptop? What about all my tchotchkes, my knives from Justin Fox? How about my artwork? You really insinuating, Kyle, that I should leave all of my stuff at Sue's? That's crazy. Now in a cell, the rule in a cell when you're transpacking? So if I'm in prison, I have a cellie, I have a bunch of store, I'm going to start transpacking. If I have an open peanut butter, I'm not going to take it with me. Open bag of chips, you don't take them. Open bag of cookies, you leave your cellie everything that's open. You leave them a couple of extra things if you want, but you take back the things that are closed. You take the things that are sealed. Open jar of coffee, leave it. Anything open, you leave it for your cellie. You take everything sealed. That's the rules in a cell. I know all the prison rules. I don't really know the rules for the streets, but I'm quite sure the rule isn't to leave everything behind, especially my guitar and amp or gifts, bro. Never that. Sue don't play guitar. Why would I leave these shoes for her to put another turd in them? She doesn't want them. She wouldn't wear them. Taking my stuff, homeboy. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm from the Fagawi tribe. I'm part Indian. Fagawi. Because my ancestors, bro, they would walk around the forest and they'd say, "We're the Fagawi. We're the Fagawi." Is that one?
Yes.
We're the Fagawi.
Blue Waffle's here. Say hi.
Blue Waffle, what's up, brother? What's up, Blue Waffle? That's the homeboy. That's the motherfucking homeboy right there. Dude, I haven't smoked no pot either, man. Crazy. I'm cutting it all out. I'm going to hit this sobriety thing full blast. What?
Nothing.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I'm just going to hit it full blast, bro. I'm excited about getting into NA because you know how I operate? I wasn't raised by my mom and dad. I was not raised in like a family setting. Like mom, dad, son, daughter, dog, white picket fence, we're a family. You walk up to the door and it's like, we're the Burtons, just, "Hi, son, how was school?" "Good, Dad." I was not raised with a family. So I gravitate towards brotherhoods. That's why I had to do so good within the woodpile. That's like a family. I get along in any kind of a structured environment where I'm with my peeps, dog, my family, like the woodpile. And I heard so much good about NA. I heard NA is like a straight community, like a straight up brotherhood with sisters in it, I suppose you could say. But dude, they're a tight knit family. Dude, I flow well. That's where I do my best, man. Down for my brothers, down for my sisters, a loyal person when you get me, in a family mode. Also, I'm going to knock these out. I'm going to quit with the rock stars. I'm going to start smoking. Not smoking. I'm going to start drinking coffee. So I say all that to say this. You know what else? Dude, thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Point of View crew. My last couple of videos, dude, views off the hook. Wow, awesome. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. That last video, 12,000 views. But you know the thing about it, 12,000 views, and I talked about a raffle, and like no one got involved. 12,000 people heard me say, I'm going to do a raffle, and not one person really got involved. A couple people shot me donation, and I'm like, "Oh, cool, you're in the raffle." He said, "I didn't know you had a raffle, brother. Just throwing a donation." So I don't know, I don't know. I mean, I'm not taking it personal, not tripping on it. Maybe they didn't want to get involved in it. You have every right not to. But I really wish some people reconsider. Now, I'm doing a raffle. I'm up here in NorCal. I'm leaving Saturday on a train back to Bakersfield. I'll have a train ticket. I mean, that's my problem. I mean, I'll get it somehow, hopefully through the raffle. If not, some other way, whatever the case may be. But then I got to stay somewhere and catch Uber next day to the program, 9 a.m. So I was hoping to have a good old-fashioned raffle. Green Eye Gemini is going to be the one to send it out to the winner. We have some art and we have some shirts. I threw you out there. You're going to do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So maybe people are like, we're not getting involved in the raffle, Splinter, because we don't think you'll send it. Which, snarf. That would really hurt if that was the case. But for a fact, Green Eye Gemini is going to send it out. She ain't playing around.
No.
So I hope you guys will get involved in the raffle. You'll win art and you'll win Prison POV merch.
Tickets are $10.
$10 to get in.
They're asking.
$10 to get in. And dude, it's going to do a great cause. It's helping me go to a program, dude. I mean, I want to get a haircut before I go in. Do you blame me? I don't want to go in with my shit parted on the side, looking like I'm trying to grow out a bob. She said I look like this female tennis player. Not only that, Sue gave me this haircut. You don't even want to know what the back looks like. I mean, bless her heart, she did the best job she could, but it's
a helmet.
chop suey. A hair helmet, dog.
Oh, white tiger. What?
What? White tiger. Easy money. Easy money, brother. That's what he would always walk around saying. The raffle's not easy money. That's tough money. That's hard-earned money because it doesn't seem like people want to do it. But I say all that to say this. If you get involved in the raffle, you got a great chance of winning because I guarantee probably only like 5 or 6 snarf people probably get involved. Probably going to pick probably 2 people, huh?
Oh, shit.
2 winners?
In the raffle?
Yeah.
We have hella prizes.
I know, but I didn't know how much you want to send out. We
I'll
have
send out
hella
as many as
prizes.
there are prizes, yeah.
Bro, 3? Dude, you got to see these spray cans, these spray
They're badass.
paint cans that are black that John made. Shout out to the homeboy John. Spray paint cans with Prison POV on them. They're dope. I saw them and I was like, "Oh, those aren't. We're not gonna give those to the winners, are we? Keep them for myself." But no, never that. They're gonna be some. Well, there's 3 of them. I gotta keep one. They're badass though. I'm sorry. Give 2 of them out, and then some Prison POV merch. Clear the lobby shirt, and we're gonna hook it up, man. And where's your money gonna go? It's not gonna go on weed. It's not gonna go on gas. It's not gonna go on Taco Bell. It's not gonna go on my bills. It's gonna go get me a train ticket back to Bakersfield Sunday. And then Sunday night, I'm probably going to stay in a motel. I told Green Eye Jim and I would just sleep in the Amtrak station. So I'm not going to get there till midnight. I got to be at home at 9 a.m. I'll just sleep at the Amtrak. She's like, I'd rather you not. I kind of would rather not too. So if the raffle goes swell, get into a thing, hopefully with a fresh haircut. And then I got to take an Uber to the program the next day. So it's going to be appreciated and put to good use. Trust and believe that. Because you know what happened, man? All that bullshit happened at work. And probably shouldn't get into that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say that I have not had any income since the beginning of April when I got my last check. April 5th. But but you know, YouTube does pay. It has some YouTube money. But you could tell by how much I post, which is not that much, that they're not gonna, they pay what you post. So with that being said, I'm probably like $-. I probably owe YouTube money. No, it's not that bad. But yeah, so the raffle, hope you guys get involved in the raffle. You got a great chance of winning. It goes to a great cause. Hey, and listen to the dude who said, you're just bullshitting. This is a lie. He's not going to the program. Always a naysayer, huh? I think those dudes, they never get laid. They never get to talk to chicks, live in their mom's basement, all that. Bro, what's up with the negativity? Fuck all that, dog. Take that shit and pound it.
They want to see your finger.
Oh, okay, my finger. Okay, I can't make a fist. Look it won't tuck. This pinky's messed up from fighting a long time ago. My knuckle got messed up. So the pinky's already messed up. Look how it tries to bend in. But look, I can't make a fist with this finger. It won't go. Look at that. It won't tuck in. This is a fist. That's my right hand. A left-handed fist. Look at that, bro. Bastard. Look at, dude, it's bent upward and outward. This knuckle will not bend anymore. I could bend it here. I cannot bend this knuckle. So, yeah, it's not all that bad, I guess, anymore. It's just kind of bent crazy. I never even got any medical care for it. Because, dude, workman's comp was a scantless physic. I wasn't going to go there. But what they would do, they would make me an appointment. Workman's comp would. Let's get him into the doctor to treat that shattered knuckle because his knuckle's shattered. And I would go to the doctor. My bell's on. Hey, here to fix my shattered finger. And the doctor say, oh, we're not under the umbrella. Umbrella, Ella. Where's Brianna at? What do you mean umbrella? What are you talking about? I'm not under the Ella. We're not under the umbrella. We can't treat you. We're not the right doctor. Well, who is the right doctor? So they go back at another doctor, and then, dude, they just kept on messing my appointments up and dragging it out and never let me be seen until the day they denied it for stupid ass reasons. Denied my workman's comp, dog. for stupid ass reasons, which made it really easy to appeal process incoming. It should work out. But yeah, that's the finger. Shattered, dog, shattered knuckle. What I'll have to do is just punch with my right, and I guess just slap with my left, huh? My pimp hand's strong. Boom.
Oh my gosh.
Pimp hand's strong, motherfucker, dog. So, bro, the video I made, 3 stickings, institutional stickings. You're gonna get the video tomorrow. It's already done. I went to go upload it. It was taking forever. And there's no point in releasing a video 4 or 5 o'clock at night and then going live 2 hours later. And it's not cool, in my opinion, as far as the algorithm is concerned, to release a video at night anyway. So in the morning. But the sticking that was in county jail, I didn't go into it, but I really wanted to go into it, but I didn't. The weapon stock, how I even made that piece. It's pretty badass. And when the dude had to get assaulted for messing up, I thought it was going to be a 2-on-1. I didn't really raise my hand. I was just really mad at the dude. I didn't like the dude. So I was like, I'll be involved and get rid of his ass. Who's going to ride with me? And they're like, no, use that piece. They're like, dude, you wouldn't, if you had a bicycle, walk to the store, use what you have. I couldn't use a car for analogy. Why bicycle? If you had a car, would you walk to the store, homeboy? Use what you have. You have the thing, use it. And it was badass, and we had just made it. And what I'm not going to do is tell you how I made it on the video. But if you, thank you, good looking out. What are we going to do? How can I do a burpee? You're just going to have to believe me. I can't point the camera at it. What am I going to do? Burpee over here for the donation.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Bam!
It was weak. It was weak burpee. You should
Okay,
have to do
here's
it
another
again.
one. Here's another one. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Navy SEAL.
There we go. Up, what?
All the way
1,
down.
2, all the way down.
All right.
Hop to his feet. He did a good job.
Killed it. Where was I at? What was I saying? Oh,
That I don't know.
the piece that we made. If you hit me up on Instagram, I'll tell you how. Just like I know the best place to hide a knife in a cell. The best place. Dude, I've had a shank in my cell and had cops hit it. And of course I was like, blah, 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 and I find it, never find it. The best place, dude. But I can't tell you right here. But if you hit me up on Instagram, which some people have, I'll tell you where. And I'll tell you where I made that one at county jail. The victim, see, I always do that, man. I always mess up by making a video, then later going live, and then want to talk about that video on the live.
I know.
I mean, then it's like, oh, I already heard it. Why watch the video? I already know. But one of the victims, bro,
Oh my gosh.
I know. Well, I shouldn't do that, but here we go. The victim in county jail who got the sharp end of the stick, he's from San Diego, and his name is Donovan. And I'll never forget it. And at the time, I couldn't forget it because Donovan is the prison of San Diego. How'd you get named after a prison? It's the reception that dudes from San Diego go to. There's a level 3 yard there too, soft as cotton. Any reception prison that has a level 3, that level 3 is always like soft, whatever reason. Wasco reception, level 3, A yard, soft as cotton. Delano reception, A yard, level 3, soft as cotton. Donovan reception, where you at? Level 3, soft as motherfucking cotton, homeboy. Why is this damn? It's starting to stick and blur a little bit.
What is?
I feel like I am. Maybe not.
No.
I've had the lives that straight out die on me. Nothing worse. This phone is not the business, dog. I'm gonna have to replace this bastard soon. That's another thing, man. I don't really want to talk all this smack about Sue, but I had another phone, Android phone. It was in my pocket. I tripped at work, and it put one little crack on it like this. One little crack, but it went through the camera. It went through the camera lens. So then I got to do a video, and it looks all not good. It looks cloudy. It looks like, guess what? There's a crack through it. So that's why I ran out and got this phone so I can post. But this phone has issues. It wants to turn off. It wants to do all this crazy stuff. So I'm like, well, look, I got that other Android, though. It may have a crack through the camera, but if this one were to shut off and I didn't have the funds to go buy a phone, I had that one. I could transfer. But when I came back to Sue's house from Nevada, and I walked in with that other Android that also has Spotify on it and the playlist, I set it down. And as soon as I set it down, she picks that shit up and hides it somewhere. Out of sight, out of mind. When I went there to get all my stuff. Green Eye Jim and I and myself went to Walmart to buy some tubs, some totes to pack my stuff in. Those things are like $30, bro.
Super expensive.
Those square little chicken shit boxes with a lid that can't cost no more than $5 to make are like $35, $40, dude. So we bought one, and then we bought, guess what? A bag of trash bags.
Expensive ones. Nice ones.
$8 trash bags,
Yep.
the black ones, the big gallon. She said they were scented too. I don't know. She has good smelling. I didn't smell a scent, but I'll take her word for it. So, bro, bought these trash bags. Went to Sue's house, pulled off a bag, filled it up with some things, pulled off another bag, filled it up with some things. Then the whole roll disappeared. And I get here and all I have is the box, empty box. I have the empty box the bag was in. Sue just snatched that shit up, dog. Like it's a thing to do, man. Got some sticky ass fingers. So be that as it may, dude, I'm going into a program Monday, 9 a.m. And whether you want to hear it or not, or whether you believe it or not, I'm telling you, God was all over it. God was all over it, man. I was supposed to go to a different one. And it wasn't even supposed to be ready my time. They told me on the phone when I called, they said, you're not even on the waiting list. You're on the waiting list to be on the waiting list. Like your the approval or the request to get you on the waiting list to go into the program is being processed. They told me like on a Monday. And then the next day I get a call, hey, you're going in the program. I'm like, what? Dang. And it was a different one that I thought I was going to. Then my case manager calls me from the outpatient group counseling I've been going to. And is like, okay, you'll be in a home soon. We're going to get you on the list. I was like, no, I'm going to a home already. She's like, what? How do you know? They called you today? No, they called me yesterday. It's unusual, bro. It shouldn't have worked out like that. And then you may know it or you may not know it. I belong to a church. Been going there for years. I try to catch a Sunday church service whenever I can. Celebrate recovery on Friday. As it turns out, a guy who goes to my church works at that home I'm going to, works at that program. Shout out, much love, because I'm wanting to continue going to Celebrate Recovery. So now I have that guy who works there, can vouch, and it's just, dude, it's all working out. It's all just falling right into place. Because, dude, I got out there. Shame on me, bro. Shame on me. And I don't know how it happened. I do not know how it happened. Before I tripped up and messed up a little bit, dude, 11 years clean, man. 11 years clean. I don't care what troll wants to say tweaker. I don't care what troll wants to say you never blink, high as a kite. Dude, whether you want to believe it, buy it, put it in your pipe and smoke it, I don't give a rip. 11 years clean, dude. It's 11.
Oh my gosh.
It's 20, 24? Okay, 10. No, okay, I got clean in 2013. And I got my job at NTS 2014. And I started going to Kern Christian Center, and I went there steady 5 years. I was an usher. Dude, I had a jacket, suit, and tie. I was the guy that would hand you the bag for you to put your tithing in. They trusted me with the bag with the money, dog. And there's no one there looked like me with all these tats. They just look at that and they say, man, Jesus changes lives. Look at this dude. So, bro, 11 years clean, dude. And again, smoking weed every day, though. Some people, including Jim, would say that's not clean. I call it clean. A little nature, a little herbage. I'm talking about the hard shit. I'm talking about the meth. I'm talking about the heroin. I'm talking about all that junk that gets in there and just ruins your brain, will take your life and take you down a road you don't want to go down. 11 years. And dude, trip on this. I had a couple slip-ups where I used, but I still say I was clean. Because just like one little thing. I don't really consider a relapse or a mess up unless you have like a multiple. I was at my brother's house in 2017. We did a little bit of Gattaca. This dude went all the way out, died on my brother's floor. And they called his girlfriend and said, your boyfriend is here. He's out. He OD'd. So what do you think she did? She sent the cops. So my brother's place was upstairs, and all of a sudden these cops come running upstairs. You always see their flashlight first, don't you? You always, all of a sudden these flashlight beams, and my brother and his friend run to a back bedroom. I already know that when a cop show up for an overdose, they can't start asking who's on probation, who's on parole,
Right.
Let me like doing records. They're there for that individual who needs medical assistance, and that's it. They're not running no warrant checks. They're not trying to look for dope. They're not trying to take nobody to jail. They only want to help the dude who's getting ready to die. And I knew that. So I didn't run. I sat there. And then when the cops came in, like, who's here? I'm like, my brother and his friend just ran to the back. Take how you want, a little bit of dry snitching. I don't think so, because they're not going to get in no trouble. They made their stuff look stupid because the cops saw them run, knew they were back there. But what I'm saying is the dude that was out, bro, I brought his ass back to life, man. How'd I do it? By saying, in the name of Jesus, you're not going to die on heroin. Get up. I was grabbing him by his shirt and picking him up and making him stand on his feet. And then he would like fall and I'd pick him up. And I was carrying him around the kitchen like this. I had him up against the refrigerator and I was looking at his face. In the name of Jesus, you're going to live and not die. I drugged that dude all over the freaking kitchen. I was making him stand up. I'd pick him up, try to put him on his feet, and he would crumble, and I'd pick him back up. I was not going to let him go until he was able to stand. And I'm like, stand in the name of the Lord. Stand. And that fool finally starts standing. And like, whoa, what happened? And then the cops came in and said, did you overdose? He goes, no. And I said, yeah, you did. Check me out. Telling on everybody, hey, this was all good. I said, dude, yeah, you did, bro. What do you mean, no? You need to get some medical attention. You might be all right now, but it could always come back, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's a dangerous thing about it. Dude, if you overdose and you take Narcan and you come back, you still need to go to the ER and get a Narcan drip because the Narcan can wear off and that shit can come back and you get overdosed.
Right. The Narcan only works for a certain amount of time. And once the Narcan goes away, the fentanyl or heroin
Comes back.
Yeah.
Now, when I lived with that parole officer, I don't know if you caught that video, I took over a parole officer's house. I got him strung out and gotta go. I hate to admit it, dude, but that used to be a hustle back in the day. A real dirtbag scandalous hustle. To find someone who had money, purposely get them strung out so that they need to buy it. And who are they going to buy it from? You. They don't know where to get it because you're the one that strung them out. So I moved in with that parole officer dude. I was hiding from the cops at his house. Man, talk about under their nose. He got strung out on black. And he'd have to be buying it through me. And of course, the price gets triple double. I'm getting it for $50. I'm telling him 120. It's a scandalous world. But I overdosed that dude. And when I brought him back, though, I didn't pick him up and say in the name of Jesus. I wasn't there yet. How I brought that dude back was just slapping him. Slap, slap, slap. And I called my friend and said, this dude's out. Dude, put ice up his asshole. He's gone. There's nothing to be done. Like that joke, 2 guys went camping. One guy went to go take a shit and a snake bit him on the asshole. So he went and told his friend, dude, a snake bit me on my asshole. So he said, let me call the doctor. And he called the doctor and said, hey, a snake just bit my friend on the ass. It's okay. We have to take a knife and make a cut on those bites and suck the poison out. So then he goes and tells his friend, I called the doctor. Friend's like, what'd the doctor say? He said, the doctor said nothing could be done. Dead his fist up, dog. Nothing we can do for you. Why? I'm not going to cut his freaking the bite and start sucking the poison out. Never that. Am I going to rub ice on this dude's balls? Like they suggested? I thought they were joking and trying to clown. You must be trying to punk me. Are you serious? They're like, hey, this dude went out. Rub ice on his balls. Never mind. He's back now. Charlie Holmes, he wasn't back. What do I do? Stick ice up his ass. No. What else? What's next? So dude, I would just slap him. And it woke him up finally. But he had a big black eye. And he went to work with a black eye, and all of his coworkers like, what happened to you? Why do you have a black eye? Of course, you're not going to say I got saved from an overdose. And he said, never do that to me again. Never hit my face, give me a black eye again. So the next time he overdosed, I was like, what do I do? He said, don't slap him. So I start hitting him in his leg. Wake up, wake up, wake up. And he did wake up, but the next day he was limping. He's like, what happened to my leg? I had to bring it back one way or the other. So it's a dirty world out there. I shouldn't be talking about this stuff. It's no good for no one. I'm just sharing a little bit of some old stories. But I know you're going to enjoy tomorrow's video. And I know what I shouldn't do. I'm telling myself not even to do it now because I have a horrible track record of saying I'm going to do videos. And then like life just makes a joke out of me. I end up not doing it. And it's like, okay, snarf, snarf. But if you look back last month, I made 4 videos the very end of the month. In the month before, I always like at the last 2-3 days of the month, get videos out and content out because I'm trying to build up. Right now, the money coming in from YouTube, these videos, I'll see at July 21st. Way off in the future, huh? So I'm going to make videos every day until the end of the month, which is what, 3 days away? So Friday video and live, Saturday video and live, and Sunday, even though I'm leaving on a train Sunday, so I can get as much money, hopefully, as I can for July. So right now it's kind of low. It's slim pickings. So I feel comfortable saying I'm going to do that because that's part of my track record and my character. But you're going to dig the video tomorrow. I know you are. 3 stickings, institutional stickings, bro. 1 in county jail, 1 on Wasco reception, and 1 on the main line. Now I'll just give you a little snippet. There's one guy who got when you're at CMC West. When I was doing time at CMC West, right across the street is CMC East. CMC East is green lighted. They're no good. You can't go there. If they send you to CMC East, you have to take off on somebody. You can't program. You can't be there. It's trash. So what they would do, though, it's a level 3. People would be on CMC East yard, and they would drop points from level 3 to level 2, and they'd send them across the street to CMC West. They would know how we felt about them on CMC West, that we knew they were trash, and they would try to hide the fact that's where they came from. So this dude came over. He's from Ridgecrest, Kern County, Bakersfield area. My homeboy, supposedly, but he looked like a goober. Look, just because you're my homeboy, if you're not cut from the same cloth as me, just because you're from my city, if I don't think you're down to ride, I'm not going to kick with you. I kick it with my homeboys, ones that are down, though. I'm not going to kick it with some lame, loppy dude just because he's from my town. Unless he has a bunch of store. That's a different story. It's a cold world in there, dog. You got to get a suit somehow. So this dude shows up from Ridgecrest, and I say to him right away, dude, did you come from CMC East? He said, no, I came from reception. Beautiful, homeboy. Welcome to the yard. But I didn't check his mail, which is what they would do, because the same thing on Wasco A yard, reception, buildings 4 and 5. Anyone who came from C yard will get their ass kicked because you can't be on C yard and program with the Bulldogs. So we're on A yard reception. People will come over and we say, where'd you come from? Did you come from C yard, H, or D? But we would go so far as to check their mail, the reroute mail, because it'll say right on there, you know, hey, this dude's name, CDC number, building C4, bed, la, la, la. So check the mail, bro. And if they came from C, beat that ass. I didn't check this dude's mail. Didn't check it. He said he came from reception. Okay. But we're walking to Chow, and some dudes, you know, when you're going to Chow and you're walking, there's always somebody coming back. As you're going to the Chow hall, there's someone who just got done finished and they're walking back and you're passing each other. We're going, you're coming back. And someone seen him and said, what's up, bro? Hi. And he was like, trying not to look. Hey, talking to you. What's up, man? How are you? And I was like, where you know him from, fool? And he said, CMC East. And I was going to do it on Grand Gym. This is what I did. No. I smacked him in the back of the head. I was like,
You're going to smack me in the back of my head?
Softly. Never that. Love her too much. No. If anything, she'd kick my ass down. I think she could beat me at arm wrestling. Especially she's been going to the gym a lot lately. And man, dude, it don't take much. I'm going to be working out there too. They got weights. I'm going to take creatine. I'm going to blow up. I smacked this dude in the back of the head. You came from CMC East, bitch. You told me you didn't, dude. Now I want to check your 128G. Now I want to see all your paperwork. I want to see your mail. I want to see everything. And you start acting funny style, and you end up getting the blues for it. You end up getting it, dog. I want to talk about it tomorrow. Remember I told you that story about Duncan? This dude named Duncan? Dude, I've heard of people having fake paperwork, but I've never seen it. How do you get fake paperwork? Or sometimes you can be convicted of multiple charges. Or maybe say in 1999, you caught some weird SCX charge, and then you come back like in 2005 on like a GTA and a burglary, and they want to see your paperwork and you show them the shit from 2005. You don't break out the stuff from 1999. No way. This dude Duncan had these XES charges, hardcore, just a foul, nasty mofo. But then he also got busted later on for his other stuff. So it's like, let's see your paperwork. And he goes, here it is. Hey, it looks clean, checks out. But they would always see Duncan at the law library. Because it seems CMC West, the law library is attached to the regular library. And we would always go, the Bakersfield boys, to the library on Saturday because 1 yard, 2 yard, 3 yard, 4 yard, everyone from Bakersfield and all these yards would meet one library. We can get to kick it. Even though I'm on this 1 yard, dude's over here on the 2, I never get to see him. But guess what? I see him Saturday at the library. So we all meet up at the library. And there's Duncan. There is freaking Duncan at the law library. It's like, what are you studying, dude? What do you got on a pill? I thought you were sentenced on all your charges. Why are you doing? What are you studying? What are you looking up? Why are you here? I mean, bro, you need to start asking questions if you see someone nonstop at the law library and he's sentenced on all of his charges. It looks to me as if you have an appeal. What are you studying? So we literally would grab the books that he was looking at, and we noticed this fool had all kind of SCX charges, dude. And he was showing us bunk paperwork. So 3 dudes stepped up and got that fool, and they called themselves the Brotherhoods of Justice. And I may or may not have been one of them. 3 guys, the Brotherhoods of Justice, got Duncan's ass in the TV room. What was so crazy about it is the prison, the warden, there's 10 barracks, decided to make rock gardens in every one of the barracks, a rock garden. By that, what I mean is the warden put stones this big. Do you know what a rock garden is? A bunch of stones like this piled on top of each other. I guess they look nice. They prevent weeds from growing up. But do you need stones this big in a prison? On a prison yard? A level 2, thousands of inmates walking around all day long. You got 10 barracks and each one has 1,000 stones this big in front of it. That looks like a weapon to me. So someone grabbed a stone. Someone took a mop, broke it in half. Someone had a sticker, razor blade, and dude Duncan got the blues. He got the business, dog. Why? Because he's a sicko. Not going to let that slide. Dude, he ate a rock, had the mop. I was supposed to be in SAP. It was right after lunch. So Duncan got. I took off running to my SAP. I'm supposed to go from lunch when they opened yard to SAP. But instead, when the yard opened up, I went to where Duncan was at, building 4. Go handle Duncan, boom, then go to SAP. I'm a little late. I'm out of breath. I come running into SAP. Teacher's like, you're late. And all of a sudden, bloop, 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 an alarm. Looks, they just found Duncan. Set the alarm off, but I'm in SAP. But I looked a little bit suspicious. I came late. And she's like, I'm not going to say you were late. No, I appreciate it. Duncan got, bro. So there you have it. But that's not one of the stories from tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to talk about Donovan from San Diego. Got county jail. This dude named Casey, who got in Walsall Reception. And that dude from Ridgecrest, who came from CMC East. You know what I was telling Green Eye Gemini earlier? You know 2 charges they trip out in prison? There's 2 different charges that the prison will really look at and they'll trip out on it. What I mean by trip out is you have something called a 128G. That's the paperwork we want. That's what Wes Watson hoops. That's what you got to take everywhere with you. The 128G, because everything is on it. Everything is on it. All your misdemeanors from going back to when you're 18, all your felonies, everything. And there's 2 boxes at the bottom. Arson and sex crimes. That's what the prison wants to know. They want to know, are you an arsonist, bro? They will trip out on that. Do you have arson on your jacket? Do you have a R? Sex crime? Bro, those are 2 serious things. Not as far as the inmate's concerned. We can give a care less if you're there for arson. We don't give a rip. But the prison sure cares. And Green Eye Gemini, she's a social worker, in case you didn't know. And she places people into homes. People who are struggling, and they come through the bro. She helps them out, and she gets them in homes. She's the one that got me in this home. She told me the path, who to call, what to do. Bro, she's a great girlfriend, boy, very smart, very resourceful. She even says when people come through with arsons, she has a hard time placing them.
Hell, a hard time.
Hard time placing.
I can do an SEX offender. I can house an SEX offender easier than I can house somebody with an arson charge.
Yep. Arsons are all bad. Can you straight up fire starter, bro? Bro, burn the shit down. Burn it down, man. So there's that video. And you know what? Like, I think I already said this. Who knows? Short-term memories all shut out. But even though I have this video, you're going to see tomorrow, 3 institutional stickings that I did. It's hard for me. It's more difficult for me to say things I did as the aggressor. Because it kind of sounds like bragging. Oh, here's what it's much more easier for me to come on and say, dude, I got knocked out. Let me tell you about a time I got knocked out. Now, I never been stabbed. I've had knives pulled on me a couple of times. And the couple of times on the streets only. Twice on the streets. I had someone jump up, pull a blade on me. I said, handle your business. And both times someone pulled a blade on me, the dude I was with ran. My friend Brad Hall, when Tattoo Mike pulled the knife on me, I said, hand your business, fool. Brad Hall took off running. Mike didn't even notice. He was so busy as I trained on me. I was like, hey, what? You might have to take me to the hospital, dude. Don't leave. I'm thinking dude's going to poke me up once or twice. The knife wasn't all that big. Hang on, Brad. And then this other dude named Stretch pulled a knife on me. This dude named Chris took off running. And it made Stretch laugh. I didn't laugh. I was not in a humorous mood. I had some guy, he had a knife on me. And for all the wrong reasons. Handle it, dog. I'm not going to run. You just get me in the back. And I remember one time I was in Oildale. And I had to be on this street. And I'm on this street. So I'm cutting through people's yards. I'm cutting through people's yards. I'm jumping fences. I end up in this alley, this dark alley. And I'm walking through it. And there's a guy who was standing next to a trash can, but I couldn't tell. It looked like a box. He was just standing so still. And he had like sweater, hoodie on. It was dark colored. And he's like, I just couldn't tell it was another human until I got up close on him. And he turned on me and pulled out a big ass butcher knife. And I was like, whoa. Now that scared me. I didn't tell him to handle his business. This dude looked like a straight J-Cat. Yeah, one of my friends who I'm having a cross word with, we're not getting along, pulls a knife on me, handle it, fool. You really going to go there with it? But some stranger, some crazy looking J-Cat, some mentally ill dude in a dark alley in Oildale, pops out with a big old butcher knife. I was like, whoa. I was like, what are you doing, dude? He goes, don't worry, it's not for you. Oh, shoo. Thank goodness for that. How about when I'm walking through an alley one time? I'm walking through an alley. And I have a cigarette. I have a cigarette tucked behind my ear. And I'm going and I see these Southsiders in the alley. And I come walking up to them. And they're like, hey, what's up? Do you want a beer? Like, yeah, I'll take a beer. So give me the beer. I open, I have a couple of drinks. I go to walk past him. And he says, give me that cigarette. I guess he thought there's a trade. I was like, no, I'm not going to give you this cigarette. Is that why he gave me the beer? Is this a trade? You should have said, I'll trade you this beer for a cigarette. He didn't say that. You're like, you want a beer? And I get it. And it's like, now give me the smoke. I said, I'm not giving it to you. Should I break it in half? No, I don't want to smoke half a cigarette. It won't work good anyway. It's not real packed. I mean, I don't think it would check out. And if I did break it in half, you'd probably try to take the side that has the filter on it. I just don't want to do it. So those fools took off on me, started jumping me over the cigarette. So I grabbed it and broke it and threw it down. No one's smoking today. But when they were jumping me, because I had to go that way, when they were bombing on me, I was trying to turn my body. I was trying to make it to where at least I was past them. At least I was on the other side of them. And then when they get done trying to bomb on me, throwing their punch, whatever they can do, I can go that way. But after they throw all these punches at me, I'm still on this side. So then I'm like, well, I can't get past them, but I don't want to turn around and come the way I came. That looks hella lame. Oh, that rhymed. I don't want to come the way I came. That shit be looking hella lame. Where you at? Dude, I couldn't do it. I couldn't find it within myself to go back the way I came. So I just came at him again. And bro, they took off on me again. And the second, bro, beating was worse than the first. I'm thinking maybe I should have. No one's here to see it. Hey, Splinter, we saw you the other way. Turn back around and go the way you came. That's not going to be said. There's no cameras. No one's there to witness it. So, dude, that was some crazy shiznit. One time, I had a stereo that I was going to sell to this chick that I'd stole the stereo. It was like a CD player thing. I had this girl I was dealing with, and I went to go sell it to her. But the CD was stuck in it, and it wouldn't really it wouldn't operate. I was like, well, hang on, give me a minute. And every time I went and dealt with this chick, she was always there by herself, or she had other customers there or whatever. But I guess her boyfriend was in jail, and that's whose stuff she was selling. So when I went over there this time with the stereo, there were all these youngsters, like about 5 or 6, 18-year-old little homies that were there, probably because their big homie, that's his old lady, he's in jail. He probably said, hey, go to my old lady's pad, have her back or whatever. I don't know why they were there. They'd never been there before, but they were there and they're acting all hard as hell. And I go over there with the stereo. I say, I'm going to sell it to her. We go to turn it on, but the CDs, because it was like a 5-disc changer type thing. Remember those? We don't use CDs no more. It was back in the day, homeboy. A 5-disc changer, CDs in it. You start carrying it, tipped it on its side. The CDs fall in the back. And then it won't work. It won't move right. You got to like shake the CDs or whatever the case, dude. So I go in there to sell this to her, but it ain't quite working. So I start trying to fix it. And this little homie dude's like, just leave. Just take her stereo. I'm like, well, she didn't tell me to leave. I'm doing business with her. Why do you guys want me to leave? Why do you care? No, just get out of here, fool. You've been here too long. You're messing with stereo. And I picked the stereo up, went outside, and I was like, and they didn't like my attitude, said, jump me. And here I am getting jumped by like 4 or 5 little 18-year-old kids, little youngsters, the arms so small, like look like a string hanging off their shirt. They're all like 5'4", 5'5", 100 pounds. Hey, but they're throwing some hard punches. But I was taller than all of them, and I just was like, bro, I can't believe I'm getting freaking jumped by these gremlins. I'm getting jumped by a bunch of little gangster cholos, dog, over a speaker with a stuck CD player. What in the physic? And the chick never even told me to leave. And that was my complaint. Like, how come she ain't saying it? She just had me on the shine. Maybe, I don't know. Shit, who can figure it out? I've been jumped a grip. I've been jumped a whole lot. I've been jumped a grip of time. When I got in a riot at CMC West, humble Hot Rod was getting into it with a Southsider. What?
Nothing.
Oh. And he was surrounded by like 10 or 12 of them. It was over horseplay. So I went over there like, what's up, bro? He's like, damn, it's getting ready to go down. So they swung, they start fighting, and then they just grabbed me and start punching me. But then I fell. I fell with the quickness. There's too many punches, too much people coming at me, getting punched from the front to back, too many people. I fell to my knees. And when I fell to my knees, I got a bruise on both my knees that big. And just hitting the ground so hard. So when they take you to R&R, the cops snatch you up and they strip you down to your boxers and they start doing, they had that cutout, the man cutout, and they want to start putting all the bruises and the hurt spots and they want to record it. All I had was 2 big old bruises on my knees. It didn't look cool. Are you hurt, bro? Yeah, both my knees are bruised. Imagine the jokes. Imagine the innuendos that they were saying. Well, did you have that before the riot? Been spending a lot of time on your knees. Where's your knee pads? Can't bring your knee pads with you today? Bro, people take every opportunity to talk some shit. So I can sit here all day long and talk about all the times I've been jumped. But tomorrow, that's not tomorrow's video. 3 institutional stickings, brother. And I'm telling you, when I got the last one, I felt complete because I completed the trifecta. Because, man, here I have 1 in county, 1 in Wasco reception, and 1 on mainline. I felt great about it. I said, bro, I got 1 in every spot. I ended up getting more in county jail. That's the only one ever in Wasco reception. I have 2 on main lines, quite a few in county jail, 1 in Wasco reception. I'm going to tell you 3 stories tomorrow. Do you remember this one? Do you remember this one? I went into a cell. I told the story a long time ago. I went into a cell. I get a kite. See, sometimes when you take off on somebody, when you assault somebody in prison because they got in trouble, you don't always know why. I mean, when I tell you the story about Wasco reception, it was my first term. I didn't even really get the big rundown. It's like, hey, why is this dude getting got? Oh, he fucked up. Well, I mean, I figured that. I put 2 and 2 together that he fucked up. But I mean, how? Why? I'm a nosy fool anyway. I'm nosy. I want to know the details. I like gossip. I want to hear all about it. Tell me what this fool did. But a lot of times it didn't apply. That my first term in Wasco reception, when I hit that fool, I was a crash dummy. Straight up. Just a first termer. I was already in trouble because I loaned this guy a book. No. I borrowed a book off somebody. Instead of returning it to the guy I gave it to, I loaned it to somebody else first. And he ripped it and stuff. And he's just, dude, I found myself in trouble, bro. And on deck, you got to handle this, Splinter. This dude messed up. Well, how? Don't worry about it. Straight up crash dummy. They're not going to give you the respect to tell you why the dude messed up. And you're just like a first termer that's using you. And I got no problem admitting that. What happened? So I was going to say something else, but I forgot. Oh, okay. So, dude, sometimes you aren't privy to it. But I go into a prison. I get into a cell. As soon as I'm in there, I meet my cellie. Seems like a cool dude. Shake his hand. And then, excuse me on the tear, Splinter. Hey, what's up? Shoot your line. Shoot a line down there. I get a kite. When I open it, a razor blade falls out. You got to hit this dude. They told me a little tiny bit in the kite, but I can't ride a kite. Like, why? What do you do? Send your line down and start communicating back and forth. That was the only kite I got. You got to hit this fool. Here's the razor. He dry snitched on somebody. Is all they said. He dry snitched on the Mexicans, they said. He dry snitched on the Southsiders. Got to get him. So I'm like, whoa. But they also sent a cigarette. Here, enjoy the cigarette when you're done. They told him, though, hey, here's what you should do. Have dude keep point looking out the window, tell him you're rolling a cigarette. Here's a cigarette, roll it, and then come up behind him, chop suey, get him. So they pretty much told me how to do it. They gave me the weapon of choice, and I couldn't ask any questions. And I wouldn't have crashed dummy then. I'd done a bunch of time. I was privy to the information, but there's no time to ask. I mean, it was called a one-time. You know what a one-time is? You get a kite, one-way kite. That's it, a one-time. It was a one-time. I couldn't follow up. Well, hang on. What did he do? This and that. It wouldn't have worked out, dude. Just get that one time, handle it. So I said, hey, bro, I'm going to roll a cigarette. Key point. Then he went, looked out the window, and I came behind him, and I cut his neck with the razor. And he turned around, and I said, I don't know what you did. I don't know what you did, bro. And he's like, oh, man, what the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? I don't know what you did, dude. I don't know. And he said, oh, man, this is over that bullshit. They think I told on this dude. I said, I don't know what you did. I don't know. So then he's tripping out. So then I said, man, but you know what? You're bleeding real bad. You're bleeding bad, dude. Your whole shirt's covered. It's dripping. Now it's starting to get on the floor. I was like, you need medical attention. Sometimes if you stick somebody, they'll just pack it with tooth powder. Pack it with tooth powder. Maybe lay around for a couple of days if it didn't go too deep. But like a cut on the neck like that, dude, you're leaking all over the cell. You're going to have to get help. You're going to have to beat on the door. But I said, dude, he's like, oh, man. I said, when you beat on the door and ask for help, tell them you did it to yourself. Beat on the door, get the cops' attention and say, hey, I cut myself. I'm feeling a little bit suey. My old lady sent me a letter. She's breaking up with me. I can't take it. I'm all sad. I'm all bum kicked. He goes, I will do that. I go, to be a hell of a cleanup. I mean, they're accusing you of being a dry snitch, saying you told. If you take this lick and you don't tell on me, that's going to mean a lot. You could probably stay active. You could probably clean it up elsewhere, hit another yard and say, you know, I took it on the chin. And tell on, dude. He said, okay, I will. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to throw this razor blade away then. I'm going to flush it. I'm going to get up on my bed, read my book. I don't do your thing. So they start beating on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Help. And the cops come. They crack it. He's like, oh, I cut myself. Mad over my old lady. And they took him out of there. 3-4 hours go by. Nothing. I'm like, shoo. Got away with that one. Not very many times you could whack somebody in a cell and get away with it. Usually if your cellie is injured or hurt, I mean, duh, who did it? You. The other guy, you did it. But he did. They talked him into just saying he did to himself. 3-4 hours goes by. I'm like, yes. And all of a sudden I hear my door crack. And I look up, a sergeant, a lieutenant, and they're all, Burton, fuck, cut that dude. I was like, I didn't cut anybody, man. We're talking about I did to himself. They said, no, we already talked to the doctor. The angle and where it was at, he couldn't have done it himself. It came from the back, and it was from the bottom up. He couldn't have, the angle. I'm like, angle schmangle. Ethics schmethics. For all you know that he was ambidextrous, he could have done it with his foot. Maybe he had it tied onto like a stick, and he did it like this, like with a plunger style. I go, I don't know, but I didn't do it. And they go, that's what he said. Fucker. They were mad about it. They probably tried to break that dude. Come on. You didn't do it yourself. Look at the angle. And he stuck to his mud. Nah. Because, see, he already got in trouble. The reason why he got cut for telling. He don't want to tell again. Bro, he wanted to clean it up. He's like, I don't want to go PC, man. Dude, back when I was doing time, dude, I haven't been locked up for 10 years. Back when I was doing time, there was no 50-50 yard. There was no PC. It wasn't cool to be PC like I guess it is now. They got these 50-50 yards. Now dudes get busted and they go to prison. And before they even mess up or snitch or do anything wrong, they're like, I'm going PC. Fuck it. The time's easier. I'm just rather just do some PC time. Dude, it wasn't like that when I was doing time. No 3 Bob. People were ashamed of it. B yard wasn't even filled up. When I was doing time, B yard, only half of it was bad. B6, B5, 4, good yards. Now all of B yard bad. All of C yard bad. You go to Wasco, dude, there's only 1 or 2 good yards. But when I was going to Wasco, it was only 1 or 2 PC yards. So that dude's like, man, I don't want to be PC, bro. How can I clean this up? So, man, I've told some stories. How long have we been rocking this thing? An hour and 20 minutes. We got to shut it down.
Let's take some questions.
Oh, let's take some questions together. Hey, but are you guys going to get involved in the raffle? Are you going to support your local white boy? Are you going to help a wood out? I really would appreciate it. Like I said, it kind of blew my mind. No judgment. You can or cannot get in the raffle. Totally on you. But that last video, 12,000 views, man. That's a lot for Splint Dizzle. Oh, slim and trim like a bicycle ram dog, pulling 12,000 views of a video. Show! Thank you, Point of View crew. Thank you, YouTube, for tuning in. But 12,000 people heard me say I'm having a raffle, and no one got involved. Not one person. 2 or 3 people sent me money, and I'm like, you're in the raffle. Didn't even know you're having one, brother. That's just a straight up donation. Shout out to the homeboy Tim, talking about you. Tim shot me $20, and I was like, thank you. You're in the raffle, dog. He's like, that was just love based on. So, dude, out of 12,000 people, man. But then again, the way I worded it, I was like, hey, raffle, I'll talk about later on my live. And the live never happened because, dude, I've been hella busy with signing up for this program.
And doing the program and doing
lots of counseling.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Group counseling, one-on-ones. I've been going to all kinds of meetings, counseling, preparing to go into this home. I messed up a little bit, dude. I stepped out of line and checked myself. Got right back in line, said, I need help, dude. I started going to group counseling, going to program. So, dude, I really hope some people can get involved in the raffle, man. I really do. And if you do, you got a good chance of winning because, well, probably like 5 or 6 people are going to get involved. And there are going to be 3 winners. So let's take some questions.
Talk a little bit about it. Let's share. Let me see how I look on the screen. And if I don't look good, turn it a little bit. Okay.
Look, fire. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Fire.
So people are asking how much to get in on the raffle. It's $10 for a raffle ticket. 20 is 2 entrants. We're going to do the raffle Sunday afternoon before he leaves to go back and go into the program. So we're doing a big push to try to get money together. We're trying to get together at least $400.
I don't think we'll get that much. I hope so.
Well, we're going to try.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the goal. I put everything together with the hotel room, with the Uber to get him to the hotel room, with the train ride. All of it together is about $400. So we're going to.
I'm way up here. I got to get back down there. She's like real goal oriented. I can show you a piece of paper.
I'm a doer.
Yeah, she like sets goals.
I'm hella shiny doer though. Okay, so oh my gosh, take questions. When's the wedding? Adam wants to know when's the wedding.
Well, I told Justin Barber it wasn't going to happen until he for sure can be there. So
there's plenty of people that want to be in the wedding here.
Okay, you guys are all invited. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm really, really thinking seriously about when I get out of the program, moving back up here. Maybe not into this house, but into this neighborhood close by. I'm trying to get a job in Sacramento or San Francisco. The union's there. So I'm going to be up north.
Okay, are we both smokers? No. Well, I mean, I smoke a vape, and he just quit smoking weed. I have been 100% clean and sober for 7 years. January 22nd of 2017 is my clean date.
And that's what's so funny about people accusing me of being on meth, accusing me of being on these drugs. Dude, she would never tolerate it. And she would know right away. Dude, she would know instantly. And she would kick me to the curb. She wouldn't be sitting there next to me, helping me do a raffle. If I had history of drug use, bro, she wouldn't tolerate it. Have I been strung out on meth at all?
No.
Since you know me?
No.
Not one time.
No.
People trip on me not blinking, though. I have some beady ass eyes.
Do we believe in God and are we Christian? 100%.
Yes.
We both absolutely love the Lord with all of our hearts.
Love Jesus.
We pray for the prison POV crew.
All the time.
Yeah. And like sometimes you guys have like specific things going on. And I just want you to know, like, we take that seriously and we take it before the throne and we pray for you.
My cousin Scrap Diego, the other day, someone pulled up. He's homeless. Someone gave him $80 worth of food and started praying for him. He's like, dude, all this stuff's going on in my life. And he met Green Eyed Jim and I the other day. She came down to see me and she picked me up. I said, you got to go meet my cousin Scrappy. And we went and gave him a couple bucks and prayed for him. And then Green Eyed Jim is like, I pray for you all the time. And he's like, is that what's happening?
That's what he said. Yeah.
Is that what's going on? Is that why tides are shifting? Yeah, brother. That's what's up. That's why the tide is shifting, because you've been getting prayer. So yeah, we love the Lord, full blast. What else you got?
We're getting a lot of love from people. Somebody just did a donation. Vanguard, what?
Vanguard is a homie.
Splinter, thanks for being real. Drop it, babe.
I love Vanguard.
Yes.
I love them. Navy SEAL.
1, 2. Hop to his feet.
Bam.
Punched his cute little tummy. Okay.
Cute little tummy.
It is a cute little tummy. Let's see. Do you think you should have it?
Program though. Can you guys believe it?
Look
Straight
at what
putting myself
Tim
in a
said.
program. Tim, what's up, Tim? That's a homeboy.
I know.
Program online's. I knew I needed it, man.
Oh, John just hit 10 months as a
Member.
joiner, as a member. Yep.
John's the homie. Know what John did? I always throw him out there for this. When my mom passed away, we did a car wash. John tells me he's going to show up with a car wash and he's going to meet me. He had a shirt for me, a Rockstar shirt. I gave him a Slipknot picture, signed Slipknot picture. We changed some gifts. That's happened a lot between me and Point of View crew members. I've had a lot of people like give me a shirt, I give them a shirt, exchange gifts. That's what friends do.
Yes.
John comes down. I'm like, okay, later, brother. Nice to meet you. He's like, I'm not going nowhere, fool. I'm going to stay here and wash cars with you. That dude stayed for like 4 or 5 hours all day washing cars.
So Tim is paying for your train ticket.
Oh, Tim is?
Tim Erdman. Yep.
Dang, brother. Good looking out, homeboy. That's awesome. Thank you, brother. Dang. Much love.
Okay. Any more questions? Do we have any more questions?
Any more questions?
Your favorite punk band?
Misfits. Let me tell you about the Misfits. The Misfits have a song. Sorry.
You're fine. I don't want to be in it. Go.
The Misfits have a song called Skulls.
Oh, Your Nightmare in 209. $20, baby.
Here we go. The Misfits have a song called Skulls. Let me do this burpee. And the lyrics go like this. It says, demon I am and flesh I pill. See skin ripped inside out. Want to hang you on my wall. But I sing it like this. Here I am in Bakersfield. 6 skins are in my house. Want to hang them on my wall. Want to hang them on my wall. So it's not demon I am and flesh I pill. It's here I am in Bakersfield. Well, see how I flipped it? And when I was doing time with those 2 dudes from P9, Pocket and Snaps, which I talk about in the program of the P9 video, they would want me to sing that song Skulls over and over. Sing Skulls, brother. And stood next to me, sing Skulls. And I'd always get to that part and say, here I am in Bakersfield. 6 skins are in my house. Gotta hang them on my wall. That's not what it says, bro. Yeah, it is. I love Misfits. So we have no more questions?
Okay, yes. Share.
Question.
Okay, so some people asked how I feel if I believe that weed is a drug. And here's
She does.
weed is a drug for me. Weed is a drug for me. I can't indulge because what I can tell you is if there's a 1% chance that it'll take me back to where I came from, I'm not willing to take it. If weed is a drug for you, that's not my choice to make. That's your choice to make. Do you have a problem with it? You know what I mean? Is it costing you more than you have? Do you want to quit and you can't quit? Those are some things that you might want to answer to yourself to decide if it's a drug for you. But I can't make that decision.
But when I'll tell you this, when I was making my clean date, and I'm like, oh, my clean date is June 12th, whatever.
Yes.
She's like, no, because you're still smoking weed. Your clean date's going to be when you came. When you stopped smoking weed,
Yep.
stopped everything. So she wouldn't let me have a clean date if I was still smoking that
That's
Bob
right.
Marley.
That's right. How do I feel about prescription meds, not abusing them? Prescription meds are prescriptions.
What's
I mean,
that?
there is a place for
What's
it.
that? We got to look at that real quick, though. Sorry. What is that? That's something.
I don't see. Oh, yes.
Oh, donation. Good looking out. And he said,
Sorry, it's not much. Praise the Lord.
dude, a
Amen,
penny
man.
is enough. $1.99. Can you imagine if all 12,000 people who watched my last video gave me $1.99? I'd come pulling up to your pad in a brand new car right now. Yes, indeed, though. Praise the Lord. So here's your burpee. $1.99, bro. I look at $1.99 just so I look at $199, man. It's hard-earned money coming out of your pocket. You're giving it to me. I respect it. Burpee. Bam. We got more.
And then, so Jim says that he's a meek guy, and how would he survive if he got incarcerated? And so, can we talk a little bit about the show Unlocked?
Yeah.
So in the show,
Wait, we got to see what this
oh
is.
shoot,
Okay, up late. Hang on, Splinter. 4 weeks ago, I was tweaking, and I mentioned it in chat, and you told me you quit. After that, my
friend betrayed me, and I was upset, and rewatched the stream, and decided you were right. My life is much better now.
good.
Oh my
Praise
gosh,
God.
that's
That makes you feel great.
amazing. Yes.
That makes you feel great, man.
Yes.
I love you for that, brother. Here you go.
Hell yeah. Oh, you got two. You got two for that one.
2 for the press and 1, dog.
Yes.
I love you, Blake. Blake's a good dude. Oh, he's from Arkansas.
Oh, nice. Oh, what a great lead in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have been watching the show on Netflix, Unlocked. Highly recommend it. You want to tell them the premise of the story?
You want to?
Oh, sure. So what they did is they did a social experiment in a county jail with felons
In Arkansas.
In Arkansas, Pulaski County, Arkansas, and it was a 23-in-1 facility. Oh my gosh, favorite flavor of crayons, green. So what the sheriff decided to do was to unlock it and take the COs out of the mod altogether to see if they could become a community and learn how to function together. Like, treat them like the animals, they're going to behave like animals. Treat them like people, they're going to act like people. But one of the guys in here asked about being meek, which made me think of the one guy, Miller, who was
Meek.
But
he was more weak than meek.
Yeah. You're right.
Meek. Good thing about Meek is, you know what they always say? The quiet dude is the killer. The dude who walks in and don't say shit and just kicks it. Be nervous with that guy. The guy who walks in, he's loud and boisterous. Oh, fuck that. The loud dude in the pod, that's the pussy. He's the one, he's all bark and no bite. He's the one that's trying to make himself look all powerful by his many words. But no, the quiet guy, that's who you got to keep your eye on. So if you're meek and you're quiet, bro, you're going to be mysterious. You might even get the nickname Mysterious, homeboy. And they're going to look at you like, whoa, that's a man of few words. That's a real gangster. So meek, bro, is actually how you should be.
There you go.
Be meek with it. I love the homeboy right here. Kuwaiti is not a deployment.
Yes.
I could tell by looking at his thumbnail. Good dude. Been leaving some comments. I can't read them because of my glasses, but I love your life, dog. And he has been here since the very beginning. I think he was probably one of the first 10 subscribers.
Somebody said that you looked at peace, and he said because he's definitely happy, and he's happy for both of us.
Thank you. I do have a great amount of peace. You know what, dude? Again, I don't want to talk smack about Sue, but her house would keep me so triggered. Her house would keep me so aggravated because she's always fucking with me, dog. She always just wants to argue. She just always wants. Dude, the other day when I'm at Sue's house, I said, we're going to go to Walmart, then we're going to go to the dollar store. I switched up, though. No, it was backwards. We were going to go to the dollar store, then we're going to go to Walmart. But then I switched up. I'm like, no, let's go to Walmart first, then the dollar store. She started a big old fight over the fact that I went to Walmart instead of the dollar store, switched the rotation up. She wasn't spending a dime. She didn't spend a penny. It wasn't her car. We drove there. She's along for the ride. She's getting a free ride. And how dare her just be mad because I decided to change stores, started a big old fight. So it's like I'm always over there fighting. You don't know how many times I went to go do a video. Dude, I got to be at peace in my mind. I got to be a little bit happy-go-lucky. If I'm going to be like, what is up? Welcome to prison PLB. I got to be in the right mind state. And dude, I couldn't get there with Sue. So if you're seeing peace, it's because I've been out of Sue's house for a week. I've been up here under the influence of a good personality and a good disposition.
That's right.
So, bro.
Does he like younger girls? No.
No, I like older, actually. Always have, always will. Is Green Eye Jim Knight older than me? I'm not even going to say that.
Absolutely, I am.
A tad.
Absolutely. And I'm proud of it.
I think it's sicko, bro. I think it's sicko, not to be judgmental or nothing, but to have a dude who's like 40 years old dating like a 20-year-old, I can't really get behind it, man. I can never date a 20-year-old. I would feel like a creep. Dude, I'm 40 years old, bro. You think I'm going to go date 18-year-old just because it's legal? 19, 20, 21. They do nothing for me. And it's like, you could be my daughter.
Yeah.
Straight out of line.
Yuck.
Yuck. How about that TV show? I don't want to get into it, but that one girl who's like a midget. She looks like she's 11. She's like 4'2". She has a high pitched voice, but she's really 30.
She looks like a little girl.
Looks like a little girl, but she's 30. Dude, undateable as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
How are you gonna date that? She's straight up 11. Don't matter if she's 30. Dude, age ain't she. Who cares about the numbers? What's she looking like? I couldn't do it, broski.
Somebody else asked about if you know what the most dangerous prison in the U.S. is and why.
I think the most dangerous prison in the U.S. would be, man, probably like high desert level 4 right here in California. I think the California prisons at level 4s. Corcoran, bro. New Corcoran. Sea Yard, dangerous. Even Calipat back in the day, dangerous. Homeboy, Pelican Bay, level 4. Not the shoe. The shoe's not dangerous, bro. That's Pelican Bay. That might be where all the gangsters are, the generals. That's where all the filters come out of. They make the rules there. But how could it be dangerous when everyone's locked in their cell all day long? And you don't even really have a cellie. Dude, that's not dangerous. Dangerous is when people on the yard. Dude, Pelican Bay, level 4. High Desert, level 4. New Corcoran, Sea Yard, level 4. 180. That's dangerous. Or how about some of those federal pins? ADX. I mean, just lock those fools down too. Make them read their mail outside of the thing. But some of those federal prisons, man. What the business, man? Especially the ones that still got the AB in them. And the gang members, man.
New Folsom?
New Folsom. Yes, I missed one. You're right. Absolutely. New Folsom, level 4, 180. Dangerous. Any level 4, bro. Because of politics, no hands. Everything's a sticking. And it just don't take nothing to get in trouble, bro. If you have any kind of smut on you, dude, if you like farted on a prison bus 5 years ago, you're going to pull up to New Folsom. They're going to know about it. Hey, we heard about you. Farted on that bus 5 years ago, brother. Yo, clean up. I think we're going to have to end this in a second.
Yeah, we're going to have to end this in a second. So make sure that you get involved in the raffle.
Please.
It's going to be the last raffle opportunity for a while.
I'm going to a program for 90 days. They're not taking my phone from me. Dude, they're not taking my phone. We already called. Green Eye Jim already called the program.
You know I did.
And said, hey, I'm a social worker. I do the same thing. I put people in programs. Tell me, do you do this? You do this? What does he need to bring? They're like, he gets his phone. They're not even a week blackout period. So I'm going to be going live. I'm going to be posting vids. So, but last opportunity to do any kind of a raffle. And then I can't have money in there. I can only have $10. So it's not like I'm going to be, hey, donators, what's up? Can you hook me up $30? Dude, I'm not going to need no money, man. But I do need money getting back to Bakersfield. I'm up here. And sometimes people have said before, like, what about Green Eye Jim and I? Dude, she's a single mom. I don't have it. I don't get any money from her. I don't want her money. She's a single mom. She's working a job. She's supporting her daughter. Bro, you think I'm really going to be like, hey, babe, we get $50, buy my ticket. I mean, if it came down to it and it had to be done.
I got his back.
Yeah, but I just would rather not.
Okay, so what kind of program? So for those of you that are just joining or missed it, go ahead and tell them.
Went into a program.
A residential treatment program.
It's going to be full of NA and AA. It's going to be all kinds of journaling, working on myself. A rehab, basically, inpatient, 90 days, 30-day increments. So you do that first 30 days, and then you go into the other 30 days. Maybe I'll get more benefit or more less rules, less restriction.
Yes. So after the first 30 days, he'll be able to have some visits. I'll be driving down there to start off with a 2-hour Sunday visit.
Yep.
Because I love my man.
Yes. 30 days, 90 days. Yeah. 90 days, bro. Why all this? Because, man, dude, it fucked my head up, man, to lose my job. March 28th, getting in that fight, it fucked my head up, bro. And then I kept working, but my finger was all smashed. So I quit working the beginning of April. They came down to Bakersfield without an income and just start fighting with Sue right away. And just like, bro, I don't have my job. I don't have any income. I'm stressed out. I'm fighting with Sue. And dude, it just put me in a dark place. And next thing you know, I got out of line. I messed up. But dude, I caught it. And I'm like, fuck no, dude, I ain't going out like that. I'll put myself in check. I enrolled in outpatient treatment. I start going every single day to group meetings. NA, I just threw myself into it. And they're like, do you want
Celebrate
inpatient?
recovery?
Celebrate recovery. They're like, do you want inpatient? I said, yes, I do. Because I got sloppy with it. And I'm not going out like that.
That's right.
I'm not going out like that. So look, what we're going to do, you know how I get down the last few days of every month. I always post a lot so I could try to build up the views and everything for the check that's going to come July 21st. And so there'll be another live tomorrow. Let's do a live tomorrow. We straight up ask questions.
Okay.
How about this? We're going to go live tomorrow at 7, right? Green Eye Gemini?
Yes.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
We'll go
Absolutely.
too. So live tomorrow at 7 again, but this time bring your questions. It'll be just straight up questions. I'm not coming with no stories. I'm not coming with no drag. I'm not coming with nothing. I'm coming with straight up. I'm going to be on hush unless you ask a question. I'll be like this. Questions only. Where are you at? So next live tomorrow night, questions. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to upload the video. 3 institutional stickings that I did. What? You're going to love the homeboy. 1 in county jail, 1 in Wasco reception, 1 on mainline.
Yes.
Live tomorrow. And then maybe you guys can even help me when you ask your questions what the other video should be about. So I got to do a video for Saturday and I got to do a video for Sunday to close out the month. Let's cut a string. Cut the string and let it fly.
All right. Ready?
We have to cut string.
You make the string and I'll cut it.
There we go. Oh, no, because then you cut it. It looks
Oh my
like
gosh.
that.
I'm cutting both them strings.
Cut both the strings. We love you guys.
Love you
Full
guys.
blast. Talk to you tomorrow.